Yeah, this is probably like the quickest time I was actually ready to go.
No, it was not. This is probably the slowest time you've been ready to go.
Well, that's only because I had to use the bathroom.
Yeah. If other than the bathroom, yeah, you probably been good. This is probably the fastest I've been ready though.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking already, election's November 5th. How you feeling about that?
Um, well, it'll be my first election that I get to participate in.
Yeah.
Um, I think we talked about it here on the podcast not that long ago that I said that I probably wasn't going to vote.
Hmm.
I changed my mind. I am going to vote. So,
Like everybody should.
like everybody should. I am going to go vote. I am excited for it. I, yeah, I mean, that's basically it. It's my first election. I'm going to go vote and hope that we win the race.
Now, you know that it's not just the presidential election, right?
Yeah.
So that there's different amendments and
Yeah.
all that. Do you know what they are?
Uh, Amendment 3 is the abortion one.
Hmm.
So doing something for abortion. There was Amendment 2. I don't remember what was going on with that.
I believe that's the sports betting one.
Yes. Yeah. I'm excited about that one.
You're excited about that one?
Hmm.
Uh,
If they do what they're saying they're going to do, I'm excited about it.
I'm voting no on it.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's your reasoning?
Well, I mean, do we really need to make something that? So, okay, so people say that gambling is uh, an addiction, it's a disease,
Yeah.
right? Which, whether that's true or not true, that's not really for me. I don't have that as much. I'll gamble a little,
Yeah.
but like I'm not betting the house on shit. Um,
I've still yet to ever go to any casino or even buy a lottery ticket.
yeah,
I don't do that stuff.
but I'm not really into making gambling just easier, like more widespread and stuff like that. I mean, people want to do it, people want to do it, whatever. But yes, then, for me, that I don't gamble and I don't see the upside of it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, well, the money will go to this, the money will go to that. If that was so, then why is the place is doing it so rich?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm not really into that. So there was another one. It's not an amendment. Forget what they called it, but basically it's to vote whether to bump the minimum wage.
Oh,
And yeah, and
I don't like that.
it'll also basically make employers give the employees 7 days of sick days
Okay.
to go on top of the current PTO system.
Wow.
So I think you gain 1 hour out of every 30 worked.
Hmm.
So I think it caps out at 7 days, something like that. So the management part of me is like, no, I'm not voting for that. That's a no.
Yeah.
But the actual person of me, yeah, I think people should be allowed to have sick days that do not count towards your vacation days.
Okay.
And that's in the current PTO system. That's what it is. If you take a sick day, then you um, use up your PTO day,
Yeah.
and you can only accrue like whenever you first hire on with somebody. After a period, you start earning PTO, and it caps out at 5 days, so 40 hours.
Hmm.
So that way you can have a week vacation.
Yeah.
Well, if you get sick for 2 days, well, now your week vacation that you already had scheduled is cut down to 3 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think everybody deserves sick days.
Okay. Well, cutting back to the sports gambling thing, because
Hmm.
the whole sick days thing doesn't really change my life at all.
Well, it will.
Well, I mean, my current life. Um, but with the shit, what was I just saying? Sports betting.
Mhm.
Um, I probably am gonna go yes on it, but
Yeah.
it's only on the stipulation if they actually do what they're gonna say that they're gonna do. because they say that all the like failed sports bets, all the incorrect ones or whatever, that money instead of just going to the corporations that are running it, like the companies you bet through,
Yeah.
instead of it just going back to them. I think they were saying the majority or a significant percent of it is going towards schools in that state.
Yeah.
And I feel like if that's true, it's not a bad deal. But it also is up to the companies to decide that. So I'm not fully sold on it yet. So I'm not gonna. I know I said I would, but I'm not fully sold on it. So I don't know if I'm going to or not. But as of right now, I probably will. But I need to look
Um,
into it further.
I mean, you're not wrong if you vote yes on it for sure. Like, it's not for me to say yes or no,
Yeah,
But, the Missouri Lotto has the same kind of program, where they give so much back to the schools and whatnot.
yeah,
And if that's the case, and the Missouri Lotto and the Big Lotto, you know, the Big Lotto gets all the way up to, over $1 billion.
yeah,
I have yet to see a school that's like gotten like, like, well, thanks to our state lottery, we were able to get this new gym, or we were able to get this, or we could give our
yeah,
teachers raises. Like, I've never seen that
yeah.
ever.
Neither have I.
So
I just got out of school and I've never seen it.
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna wait for them to do what they say, like if you want proof that they're actually gonna do it, you'll never vote on anything.
Okay.
Voting's like a wishful think. Like, you vote to get it because you wishfully think that they're going to do what they said they're going to do in the paper.
Yeah.
But in reality, they know the numbers. They know how much money that they can make and how much that they're going to lose. And they can safely say, yeah, we'll give 10% to da 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 program because it doesn't affect their bottom line at all. And then they get to write it off on taxes anyway. So,
Yeah.
it's a win-win for them if they give some money away. So they end up making more. So
I guess it's a good way to look at it, though.
yeah, I'm just not a fan of gambling.
Yeah, I'm not
So
either. I'm a fan of helping schools,
hmm
but obviously, from what you said and what I've seen, they haven't done that yet with the other ones.
yeah,
Um, I could go far and say it. I hate gambling. I don't like anybody that is obsessed with it. I try and distance myself because it's not my thing. No, that's not my crowd, you know.
yeah.
But as long as I'm really gonna have to look into it further. But if they're going to help schools, maybe let the bad people ruin themselves. But that doesn't make them bad people. It just makes them bad problems. But I don't know. It just depends on if they're actually going to do it or not.
Well, I mean, like, for whenever I do go and gamble, like, I set money aside, very little, but I mean, we're talking like, like my change horn over there,
Yeah,
get up a couple $100 or whatever. And yeah, I'll go blow it because the money means absolutely nothing to me on the bottom line of everything. All my bills is intact, my savings is intact, retirement's intact. So that's the same thing as finding money in the laundry. So
yeah,
just quarters at a time. It could be better spent on something else, sure, but like, you should definitely get to a point in your life where you can afford to throw away a little money, because when you go in, you have to think, I'm not going to win.
yeah,
This money is going bye bye. So, I mean, because it is a fun time because of that chance, the little daydream that you'll have in your head about hitting it big.
yeah.
But so I never have. But I know people that have.
So do I. Yeah,
Yeah.
they made a good chunk of money off of it, but definitely, I don't know anybody in gambling that's broken even. Out of all
No,
they've spent, which is all they've won, I don't know anybody that's broken even.
no. Like, I had a friend win $1,000. I'm like, yeah, but how much did you spend to get that 1,000? And they're
Exactly.
like, like 800. It's like, well, then you didn't win 1,000. You won two.
Yeah.
So and then you spent more than 200 on the food and the drinks and all that. So
Yeah.
you know,
And getting there,
yeah, you didn't make anything. So, but people have fun with it. But and it does make sports more interesting, that's for sure. But once there's money to be made, then that's whenever the scripts and stuff come out to where you can't really trust whether or not that was a legit game or not.
yeah.
So,
Alabama won this weekend.
oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
who they play?
Mizzou,
Ugh.
0-34.
Why they got to pick on Mizzou? They don't hurt nobody. They're not. Mizzou ain't even helping you in the rankings. So
I was talking to them about it, and they were like, "You're not gonna be rooting for your home team?" I was like, "Absolutely fucking not, dude. Mizzou sucks."
they were good back whenever you were like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a really good team, and everybody like it. I I like sports, but I hate the bandwagon fans. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
yeah, like when especially like with the Royals, for example, like nobody in Missouri wore Royal stuff outside of like one guy
Mm-hmm.
that I knew, and he wore it and he repped that team through all the sucky years.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get to the World Series, everybody's got Royal shit on.
Yeah.
I'm all like, fucking stop. Like, you don't even give a shit about, name me 3 players. Go.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't be able to. So,
Well, um, outside of sports betting in this year's election, we went to our first Renaissance Festival yesterday.
well, you call it a Renaissance Festival.
It's as close as you're getting to in Missouri.
No, like they'll have. So, this wasn't historically accurate,
No.
but it was still a good time. Like, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I just wasn't expecting, to, pick a faction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very video game esque.
Yeah.
So,
I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was cool.
yeah, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part, probably the shops.
Yeah,
The shops had some really, really cool stuff there. Um, all of it was 100% overpriced,
yeah.
but um,
You did let your Harry Potter slip out.
yeah, I did fail a little bit and bought a $20 wooden wand.
Yeah,
Um, so whenever you walked inside, they had you pick your faction. And Dad wanted me to pick 4, so I just picked a random one, and it was the undead, so like zombies and shit.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
it was accurate too, because most of the time I feel dead, at least on the inside.
I did Mystic, which would be like wizards and Wiccans and witches and stuff.
Mhm.
Um, and then Emma went with us, and she did Fae, which is like fairies and pixies and stuff.
Yeah,
Um, but of course, I had to go with Mystic because I'm the big Harry Potter nerd in the family here.
yeah,
Um, and then I had to go buy a magic wand. I made that my one thing I had to buy
yeah,
was a magic wand. And you could either pick your wand for $20 or for $18, you could you could pick from these little I guess sleeves, and they had a wand inside, so it was kind of like the wand picks the person kind of
yeah,
thing. I was like, you know what, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I just gave him the 20 anyway because it was $2. What am I gonna give $2? Like a soda.
mhm,
So I just let him have it and picked it. And out of all the bags, there was one green one. And my Harry Potter house is Slytherin, and their colors are green. So I was like,
okay.
okay, I gotta pick the green one. And I was kind of disappointed in my wand, but it kind of grew on me, so it's kind of cool now. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, make sure to register it. It's a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I mean, I like to probably the thing I liked the most was because like this wasn't like a straight up medieval. This was ogres and orcs and goblins
Goblins.
and
Yeah.
fairies and the mystical creature
Yeah.
and yeah some undead necromancers like stuff
Yeah.
like that. But what I thought what I liked the most about it was the fact that, all these people had this interest
Yeah.
and they were all there for that. And it made it a good time. There was surprisingly a lot of pirates there too, for some odd reason.
Or pirates?
Yeah,
I guess I didn't really notice any pirates.
yeah, because I had a new kink unlocked. Apparently, yeah. Like I didn't realize a chick with elf ears could be so hot.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know something about leather and elf ears and
Hairy women.
not where I saw. There's a lot of cleavage running around there.
Oh yeah. There was me and you, I don't know if
All
well
three of us were there. If it's what I'm thinking about.
we did a archery thing together,
Mm,
me and you,
yeah,
and the person running it was I'm assuming a woman,
yeah.
you know?
It wasn't safe to say really. Like
No.
I didn't use like any like gender affirming things or nothing. I was like
I have a
that
podcast that can't
person.
get canceled.
Yeah, yeah. Like look at that elf, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because there were some that I'm like I'm not. I mean, usually I can ballpark it pretty good, but
Well, I was pretty sure the person doing the archery was a woman, but and then like they or she, whatever, lifted up her arm
yeah.
and just more hair on it than mine. I was like, oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm still pretty sure that was a girl, but like it was a very there's a lot of natural remedies, I would say.
Yeah.
A lot of there was bars of soap for sale that did not smell like soap of any kind.
Yes.
So
It was very interesting. But in an altogether thing, it was pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. No, it was a great time. But like I definitely want to go again.
Yeah.
Maybe something a little bigger would be cool.
I want to go to one with like an actual, like the one that you're picturing in your head. I want to go to that one.
I would much rather go to a historically accurate one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think that would be much cooler. To me personally, because I enjoy history and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, the guy that had the pet dragon on his shoulder, though, he was kind of cool.
That, yeah. He had he had like a puppet. I guess it was a puppet,
Hmm.
but it was of a dragon like wrapped around his body on his shoulder.
Yeah,
It was really, really cool. I was very excited about that.
I
And it
was.
was very realistic too. He put a lot of time into it.
Yeah, I was kind of having some World of Warcraft PTSD though. Like I was
Yeah.
fixing to start raiding because like you had quests that you had to go do.
Yeah.
Um,
We did a couple of
yeah, it was like an all day event thing. We didn't stay all day, but
them.
it was not. I mean, I had my rat on a stick and I was ready to go. So
No. Was it good?
it was really good, really fucking hot, but it was good.
Yeah.
Which it was basically a sausage wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
Which I mean, what more do you need?
I wish I wish I would have got what you got because I just got the sausage and a bun.
Well, yeah, I looked over at what you had, and I'm like, he ain't gonna eat anything but that sausage. Like, I mean, you had bread.
Yeah. Well,
And,
the rest of it was not good, but that's just not the kind of thing I like to eat.
I did get some snacks on the way out. There's like um, cinnamon twist things,
Yeah.
and
And then had you get some candied pecans for me.
yep, candy pecans. So those are good.
Oh shit, those are in the car.
Well, now they're warm.
Good.
Yeah, I know they're better warm.
They are. I'm really excited now. I'm gonna go eat those when we're done here.
Yeah.
God, those are so good.
So,
If you have like a sugar deficiency, that'll take you another 10 years.
do you think you'd ever go to one of those in costume?
Oh yeah.
What would your costume be?
A wizard.
Be a wizard?
Oh yeah.
Good or evil?
Evil wizard for sure.
Okay.
Like
So,
full on Voldemort.
what would be like? What would you concentrate the most on? Like, would you go concentrate on your hat, on your costume, on your staff, on your wand? Like, what would you concentrate on
I would
making?
probably concentrate the most on um, my face. Like I get probably my staff first, and then probably my face, like making it look evil, I guess.
Hmm.
Like making my eyes look bloodshot, like really dark sunken eyes, you know, things like that. But if we're talking like materialistic, it would probably be the costume and the staff. Because the hat isn't really that important. Like you can buy a pretty decent hat pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So I would probably focus on my staff for the most part. Because I would make it. It would be so cool. I would have to
Yeah.
go use someone's lathe and like make it all awesome. I would love that. What would be something you'd focus on? Or actually, would you dress up?
I don't know if I actually ever would, but if I did,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd want to go like full tits into it, and like I would, I would have to have a suit of armor.
Yeah.
You know, the helmet, the big broadsword.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go. I don't think I'd go short and steel.
Like medieval knight, or what do you mean?
Yeah, yeah, medieval knight. Yeah.
Full head to toe armor.
Oh yes, like just glistening.
You would be miserable.
My colors would probably be like blue and gold.
Yeah.
So
You'd be miserable.
I mean, for a little bit, yeah.
Probably for the whole thing.
I mean, I'm not gonna walk around 8 hours in it,
Okay, I guess that's fair.
you know.
You
But
should bring like a whole car just to load it up. Like you need the whole back seat, all of it. That's a lot of weight.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like like my helmets, they're not, they look authentic, but they're not authentic. They're much lighter than what the knights of old used to wear.
Yeah.
You know, um,
I still think they're steel, but
yeah,
I don't think they're aluminum.
they're steel, but they're not as thick.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it would be fun to walk around a little bit, and because the whole point of like dressing up like that is to get people to look at you. So,
I guess so.
they have costume contests and shit like that.
Yeah.
The sword fighting arena was actually kind of cool.
I didn't get to see a whole lot of it.
I mean, they were actually going at each other.
Yeah.
Like they weren't playing around. They used actual swords, but they were dull, and the tips were covered in rubber.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, they were swinging.
Yeah.
So, but the crowd participation part where you could go in and fight one,
Yeah.
um, I don't think that was on the insurance form. Like I can see that going bad so many different ways.
Yeah. Did you ever
So,
see that thing on TikTok where it was they were at one of those medieval festivals
mhm.
and there were two knights dressed in armor and they step in like the ring or whatever to fight each other
Mhm.
and they both look at each other and they both drop their swords and their shields and just fist fight in full suits armor.
Yeah,
I thought that shit was so awesome.
yeah.
And they're actually kicking each other's ass too.
Oh yeah,
Like it was brutal.
they hit hard. I mean, I don't know. It almost kind of reminded me of my paintball days, really, because I mean, it was kind of the same. I mean, we had like, every time you went to a tournament, you had a little encampment. Everybody's cosplayed into their paintball gear,
Yeah.
you know, um, and then we'd go and we'd play. Um, I don't know, just stuff that brings people together. That's because I mean, that's an odd in the world that would be considered an odd hobby.
Yeah.
And they do LARP and stuff, the live action role playing.
Hmm.
So like they'll have battles and stuff like that. Fireball, fireball, fire, and they're like throwing like a squish ball or something.
Yeah.
Um, they got Nerf swords and stuff like that, and um, I don't know. I mean, it's still it's still fun to watch, just even being on the outside. And it is kind of nice going someplace where I'm considered a normie,
Yeah.
to where it's all like, oh, look, there's a normal visitor kind of deal.
Yeah.
I did get a lot of self-conscious looks.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I kind of have a resting bitch face, I guess.
I know exactly. Yeah. I got a couple of those looks too.
Yeah, because I'm just like looking around at everything, like, oh, that's cool. In my head, I'm like, that's cool, that's cool. Hey, that's neat. How the hell does she fit in that?
Yeah.
And couple of them would look at me like, "Is he judging me?"
Yeah,
You know,
I
and
know exactly what you're
no
talking about.
judgment whatsoever. Like,
No.
hey, if that's what you have fun with, that's what you have fun with. I go for it. But that one pirate chick, though, God, my good lord.
Oh, perfect. Give me 17 of them.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was. Oof. Yeah. That's gonna be in my dreams for a while. Um. Yeah. Other than that,
If what was your least favorite part about it?
mm, probably the um how confusing it was.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was confusing just walking in thinking it's gonna be one thing, and it was, turned out to be something else. Just as cool for what it was, but they weren't real organized.
Yeah.
You know, the shops and everything were like organized. They were set up good and everything, but like there was no schedule for stuff. Stuff that was supposed to be happening at 2 o'clock didn't happen until 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
The quest thing hit a snag, so nobody could get the quest. They'd have to come back later.
Yeah.
The crowd was the amazing part because it was. I mean, this was off in the middle of BFE. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh my gosh. We had to drive in wooded backlands in Missouri for a while.
yeah. So I mean, it was in between Hartfield and Marshfield, or Hartville and Marshfield,
Yeah.
and just off in this, I don't know, somebody's acreage.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we didn't get to enjoy everything that it had to offer, but for what it was that we seen, it was a good time. But
Yeah.
yeah, just the uncoordinated, you know, kind of. It seemed like it was kind of hodgepodge thrown together kind of deal.
Yeah.
So, but damn, that food was on point. My rat on a stick was great.
I think my least favorite part about it was I don't think anybody there knew how to use deodorant.
Well, now a few people did.
Ah.
Dude, that goes back to that natural remedy thing. Like,
Nobody. I didn't smell a whiff of deodorant the whole time. It was just straight armpit and balls.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was that one witch's tent, and like it had like like this like loofah thing that looks like it would break apart
Yeah.
first first use.
Hmm.
It's like I don't know if I really want to come out smelling like a mushroom.
Yeah.
So
That was my least favorite part. I didn't like that at all.
yeah, I mean there was a lot. I mean, there's a lot of heavy leather going on for as warm as it was, as warm as what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Still, like you should have a little intermission, go pamper yourself up or whatever. But
well, these people have probably been camping there all week because they had camps out there. Like there was campers and
you think
tents
people
and
were camping out the first day of the event? Like they had already been camping out there the first day?
probably all week, probably putting all that stuff together.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah, because I mean it's a whole community that was doing it.
Yeah.
So and yeah, they're just a big group. But
Um,
your dog's trying to break in.
yeah, she's having issues. Come on, guys. I sit with you guys the whole time, every
Hmm.
day, every podcast.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, if I have a question for you.
All right.
If you were to be in that time period, like picture World of Warcraft, like Skyrim, that kind of thing, what like role would you play in it?
Mm, I mean, in my World of Warcraft days, I was pretty boring. Like I would do like a human warrior. Um, I had a night elf thing, but I don't know. For me, probably dog. Um, for me, I don't know. I'd be boring. I'd be like human warrior. The armor, the sword, all that. I don't know, for whatever reason, that speaks to me. So,
It would be a what?
human warrior.
Human warrior. Okay. So like basically a knight?
Yeah, pretty much. I know it's boring,
That is really boring. If you
but
could be anything, you'd be something real.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, if I was going like the coolest thing to me that was like odd would be like a druid, a night elf druid,
Yeah.
because they shapeshift, they go turn into different animal forms, stuff like that. Which I just don't think I could. I don't know. It's just not so. There's something about being almost like who you are,
Yeah.
but a badass version of it.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah,
So you'd be like medieval Beast Boy. That's what I'm hearing then.
yeah, yeah, yeah. A more watered down version.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's only certain ones that they can turn into.
Yeah.
Bears, wolves, da 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 da. So
Snakes, that kind of thing.
no, they don't do snakes.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's more of an evil thing, not a nature thing.
Okay.
But that's a druid's whole thing is about nature and all that. I know Cam's about to throw his whatever he listens to out the window, but yeah, it's a nerd episode. Sorry,
A little bit, yeah.
we did some nerd shit, so I mean we got to talk nerd stuff.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
What would you be?
Um, I would probably want to be a wizard, obviously. Um, I think realistically, I would probably be a good wizard, with a short temper to be a bad wizard,
Yeah,
because I couldn't be saving the same people every single fucking day because they can't make a good decision, you know? But I would go like full ham with it. Like I make potions. I can turn people into things. I have a staff, magic wand, the hat, the glasses, all of it. I'll be full blown. I think it'd be pretty cool.
you gonna do like a gym on top of the staff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a big, like opal.
opal.
Yeah.
Isn't that black?
No,
What color is opal?
it's like a mix of colors in one stone.
Like kind of greenish.
It's got like green, red, blue.
Hmm.
It depends on how light's hitting it. It's like
Okay.
kind of like a diamond. Like you can have all these different things in it, but make it look like poor man's diamond.
Hmm.
But it looks a lot prettier than that. Have you seen that movie Hidden Gems
No,
with Adam Sandler?
no, I haven't.
Okay, well, if anybody has that thing that he's trying to protect and have the entire time is an opal,
Hmm.
and it's that's how I would have a big like opal in the shape of an egg, like right on top of it, and it's like the tree, like the staff of it, like grew around it. And
Mhm.
it's trying to hold it. That's how I would have it. It'd be really cool.
You'd have to wrap it in like brass or copper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like additionally brass or copper.
we had to melt down a lot of pennies to do that.
Yeah. Or you could just go to a trailer park like a crackhead, take all the copper you need.
Well, let's say we were going to go next year. I mean, would you start working on your costume or what?
Um, Actually, me and Emma are going to a Comic Con in
Yeah,
February.
yeah, that's more comic book
Yeah, but
anime stuff.
I mean, she's gonna wear her witch thing.
Did you?
Yeah,
What you bought yesterday?
the one that I bought yesterday. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, she's gonna wear her witch thing.
okay. Well, that's more of a maiden dress than
You think so?
yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, when I think witch, I think of like black and purple, not green and white.
You just watched too much Wizard of Oz.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I It would be really cool to like go as someone from a comic book, but
Yeah.
if I wanted to actually use it again, it would probably have to be something like that, or I'd have to put a lot of money into something.
Who would you want? Like, if you're going to do a Comic Con, who would you want to even dress up as? Like, comic book, movie, hero wise?
I see. I've always thought about this, like for Halloween costumes and that kind of thing. I would have to think of somebody who is also like a big bodied dude.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that pisses me off the most about any convention or Comic Con is fat people try to play skinny people characters. That
Yeah.
shit pisses me off. Like
I
some
think,
500-pound dude playing Spider Man, you look ridiculous.
yeah. I think that's why everybody liked Out of Shape Thor so much.
Yeah,
You
because that was
know,
an easy costume to play.
yeah, like, oh, thank God. I ain't got to get abs for that.
Yeah, see, like that kind of costume, that'd probably be something up my alley that I would do.
Well, we would definitely be pigeonholed because I mean, I'm not going as Captain America. You know,
Yeah,
like maybe like retired Captain America.
yeah. Do the old man cap.
Could you see me as like Wolverine? You know, got my hair all wild and got claws, but I've got my wife beater white tank top on, big old belly poking out.
Pizza grease stains all over it.
Yeah, like take the claws off. Now I'm in an episode of the
Shameless.
cops.
Oh, cops.
Yeah, yeah. I'm outside of a trailer park getting arrested. My pants are halfway off my ass, and
Yeah.
some pregnant girl's out on the porch. Don't take him. I love him.
Yeah, I would have to think about it a little further, like figuring out who I would want to be. Um, one that I think would actually work out pretty freaking sick would be Iron Man Mark One
Yeah, we could
because
do
it's a
that one.
very round-bodied costume,
Hmm.
like his suit is. Like I'm looking at it right now, and he's got like a gut to him, and I think I could make that work pretty damn good.
Yeah,
And it's my favorite Iron Man suit is Mark One.
yeah.
I love that suit. Nah, that would be a cool one to do.
I wonder if the people listening can like hear the uptick in our voice whenever we go talk from talking about medieval fantasy stuff to like Wolverine. Oh my God, Iron Man.
Man.
I don't know, Aquaman. No.
No, no Aquaman.
Even Jason Momoa, Aquaman. Good God. Sorry, Ken. We know you're busy being bold and what was it?
Go Pioneer.
Bold pioneer.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sure he's said that to Heidi so many times.
yeah.
And she's so annoyed at it by
Bold pioneer, kick him upside the head.
now. Yeah.
Um, yeah. I mean, um, I don't know that whole world part of all, like, I don't know what makes people do that. I'm glad it does, but like to form a community over such strange bonds,
Yeah.
you know, it's just weird. I mean, it's almost like religion,
Mm-hmm.
because like you people like lock themselves in groups with each other, and that's when they're like the happiest.
Yeah.
So, because I've seen so many happy people running around there, like, thank God I finally get to how they feel themselves to be.
Yeah.
This one girl was like speaking like old English,
Mm-hmm.
like, doth thou, and all that. And I'm trying to keep a straight face, but um, yeah, oh, she was enjoying it immensely, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Uh,
But do you have any like Halloween plans? Like, are you gonna be going to any Halloween parties dressed up or?
no, no. Actually, I don't know of any Halloween parties going on.
Mm.
So, I think the next party I have to go to is a baby's birthday party. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So, got my Facebook invite. Don't mean to brag.
It's public.
Yeah,
Um, Me and Emma plan on finding something to go do, like Halloween night.
yeah,
Um, Either I don't know, coerce like one of our cousins or whatever to go trick or treating with us, so we can get candy, something like that. Um, but we're gonna be dressed, or going to a Halloween party, whatever. We're gonna be dressed up as Wally and Eva.
yeah. That'll be cool.
I'm actually pretty excited about that
Yeah,
because that's a pretty cool costume. Like I'm gonna do the overalls with like brown tan colored overalls with a gray long sleeve shirt and have like steampunk goggles on kind of thing.
yeah,
Kind of looks like Wally.
yeah,
And then she's gonna have like full white, like white long sleeve shirt, white skirt, white leggings with a
yeah.
little green leaf on her chest. Kind of looks like the Eva thing.
Now you gotta make sure whatever she like, you're like, hey, can you go get me this? You have to like carry the conversation through emotion of going, Wally. Yeah. Go get me this, Wally.
Wally, Eva.
Do I look pretty dressed up like this? Wally. Yeah. Wale. Wa Ali.
A Wally.
Yeah, I feel like that comes across as like, hey, you know what? I'd hit it.
You're so weird.
Oh, dude, like you've known me this long?
Um, if you had a significant other, what's one like couple costume you always wanted to do?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, for
Well, there's
being
so many good ones to pick from.
well, first I gotta imagine that I'm not a single loser. Um, what would be a good one? I mean, you could do like Freddy off of Nightmare on Elm Street and like the main hero out of there,
Yeah.
or Halloween and Jamie Lee Curtis. Um, I always like the the male plug-in and the female outlet.
Yeah,
I
that's
always
pretty
thought that
funny.
one was cool.
That's such a your generation thing to say.
Yeah,
Your generation is the only reason that thing got famous.
me and your mom went. I was a hippie. Like I had like this blonde wig on, like grown out hair,
Yeah,
and wore a guitar on my back and had like a oh
like a tie-dye shirt.
no, it was an army. I had a tie dye shirt underneath, but it was like an army green
Okay.
jacket.
Yeah.
Had a peace sign on it, stuff like that.
What was she?
A pregnant nun.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so you were there. Um, but yeah, she was a pregnant nun.
That's funny.
The last couple's costume I did, I was a 50s greaser,
Mm,
and she was the one of the girls in like the poodle skirt
yeah.
because that was a thing back in the day, I guess. But yeah, so that
Like the pink jacket ladies kind of thing, or
like off of Grease,
yeah.
the pink ladies. Yeah, similar. Yeah, it was
Okay.
it was kind of like that. Like it's the big fluffy skirt that's got a poodle on the skirt.
Okay.
Yeah, so a very 50s sock hop kind of
Yeah.
vibe. So
Okay. That makes sense. I think if I had one that like I need to do before I die, it's probably gonna have to be like Anakin and Padme.
yeah,
That's one I have to do before I die. Like I need to get skinny as fuck before
yeah,
Halloween
yeah.
and go
Well,
do Anakin and Padme.
I mean, you could probably do Anakin now, like with Ahsoka,
What?
because like he ain't all like cut and built.
Yeah, he's still way skinnier than I am.
Well, yeah,
Like significantly.
I'm just saying, go shoot for like 30-year-old. Uh,
Hayden Christensen.
yeah, instead of 18-year-old Hayden Christensen.
That's
So
fair. Yeah.
like, cause you ain't getting 18-year-old you back. Like that's not happening.
Yeah.
Like I can't get 18-year-old me back.
Imagine being like ripped enough to play Kratos,
Yeah,
to dress up as Kratos for Halloween. Imagine being that ripped and playing Kratos. That'd be sick.
I just don't think I'd want my nipples out in public that long.
We don't have to. You can do
Well,
his
yeah, I'm
like
not, I'm not built like it, but I mean, he didn't.
you
He
can
does.
wear his like shoulder thing that
Yeah,
covers his chest.
he didn't wear a lot of armor.
And Ragnarok he did.
I'm pretty sure he wore a skirt.
Kilt.
Whatever, same thing.
No.
It's the same thing. I don't.
Yeah,
I know that people will fight you on it, but I mean, I'm not saying they look bad. That's
yeah.
what they wore at the time.
If there's a dude wearing a kilt in 2024, you got problems.
Oh, I've seen them.
Oh, I've seen him too.
Yeah,
Didn't want to see him
yeah.
because it was traditional.
Oh, very traditional. Yeah, yeah. Like that corn chip smell it was there.
It smelled like shrimp fried rice.
Hmm. So, but this is a busy. I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. Like recording day, I guess, because Jamie's going to come over and
Yeah.
we're going to record our video game footage, and you're still going to do the audio, right?
Yes. Yeah. Still gonna do the editing for the audio.
Yeah, Jamie's going to do the video,
Yeah.
and
That's gonna be really hard for him to edit the video without the audio, that's gonna suck.
Well, I mean,
I would hate to edit the audio without the video.
yeah,
I think it's impossible to do the audio without the video, but
right. But I mean, like he'll have the audio, but like because I mean you have to cut the audio into the scenes. You
Mhm.
know, I mean, this is probably a very boring conversation to have on this, but um, it's going to be a trip to do, like because the three of us have never done anything like it,
yeah.
um, and
But
we're
we're gonna put like our all into it, so it should be
right.
pretty good.
No, I think that we can do good, but I mean, that's why it's not going to come out till after the first of the year,
Yeah.
because I mean, it's got to take time to polish it the best that we can, you know. It's not going to be Academy Award winning by any means. I mean, it's just going to be us playing video games. We're going to play into it,
Yeah.
um, try to not role play, but kind of role play, into the scenario of it, like, you know, we're not going to be, it'll still be like me and Jamie, like being us, but at the
Yeah.
same time, trying to actually play into that world a little bit. Hopefully, we can come up with some funny things. And I got faith in his editing, your editing. So, yeah, I think it'll turn out good.
I think so too.
So, but that won't be till after the first of the year. So, and I mean, we'll probably only put it on YouTube, I guess, because
Yeah.
Spotify, I don't think you could, but I don't see the point.
No, there's not.
Um, but yeah,
I'm sure we'll repost it and put it on our stories and whatnot, Facebook, whatever.
yeah, he's wanting to do something with TikTok
Yeah.
and do some cuts in there too. So, which would be interesting to see. So TikTok's such a weird thing. Like, I don't know. But this is, we're not going to play any games off the bat that are like new and, like, we're going cheap.
Yeah.
Like, just see if we can do it. And, we'll do that a little bit. If we do good, um, we'll probably actually switch over into something where it actually cost us to do it, and, because I mean, shit, if it pulls 500 views, I'm good.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that's about all I got because I got to start getting ready to do that. We got a lot of setting up to do. So,
All right. Sounds good to me.
all right, man. Well, we'll see you next week.